Hey everybody, KroppiGamer here. Everything you're about to see and hear, I would not replicate, or you too will fall victim to being a KroppiGamer. Like I said, still working on that intro a little bit. Where we had last left off with Voldi, we had survived the environmentalists, and now we will be going into. We might have one more quest after this. I'm not entirely sure. Hopefully, just one. This is kind of it. Oh no, not that. Here we go. That this is probably the main one. The Grumbling Grove. Ooh, we got to go kill like 10 things. Is it the Muttering Vulture? Is that one I need to kill? Oh yeah, we got to kill these vultures. So we'll kill those. What's the other thing we're looking for? Animated Shredder. Okay, so we got to kill these. But yeah, this is pretty much the last quest. There might be one more. I don't know for sure. I can't remember. I'm not as familiar. Again, I'm not as familiar with this area as I am with like the High Elves. The High Elf starting area I kind of done a couple of times, so I'm more familiar with it. I still think the High Elf starting area is tougher, mainly because the last part of the High Elf area, you have to fight these, basically these Dark Iron Dwarves that are all level 4, and they're spellcasters, which in Classic, what that means, like, that's going up against spellcasters are probably some of the more difficult because their damage output is just insane. So yeah, we're gonna kill these. I remember the first time though I met a goblin and they had just opened the starting area, and they were just like, I mean, there's so many people in here that you couldn't even huh, uh, you definitely could not. It was kind of hard to target stuff, you know. Everybody was fighting for everything. But yeah, this is probably the video that will finally get out of the starting area. That'll be a nice. I wish I could use those saw blades. Um, I kind of want to save the food. That's the reason why I haven't used it. I didn't forget about it. I just don't want to use it for this because I think if we just kind of, if we watch it a little bit, we should be okay. So I would rather save it for things that we might need it for later on. Well, at least until we can get cooking. As you can tell, I'm still playing like really cautious because I think we actually have like one more quest after this. I don't think this is the only one. I think there's one more. Alright, so we're done with the vultures. Things regen really fast here, which can be a good thing or a bad thing. Boom, and we leveled. We are now level 5. Man, I've only killed 3 of these things. I feel like I've killed more. Okay. Looking pretty good. I feel like I've killed more of these. But yeah, so anyways, we gotta get out of the starting area to actually get anything done. Alright, get that clear. We'll see what's in there. Yeah, well, we definitely have an idea what's in there. Alright, let's use our little speed boost here. I think at the end of all this, though, we get a dagger, a magical dagger. Sadly, we won't be able to use it. So much for having an upgrade. But I think there might be one more quest, and then we actually get the quest to get out of here. Everyone's gonna be like, finally, we're done with the starting area. I will comment, because obviously I should, like, note that shadow on the plateau, investigate the tomb, and then return. Yep. I'm just gonna go ahead and clean out my bags. So yeah, this has pretty much been the goblin starting area. To be honest, it's actually good. It's not as, in a way, it's not as tough. I feel like what am I doing? Almost messed that up. We probably will end up selling it, but I'd rather wait until I know I've got a second dagger. So I'm just going to keep it for now. Or a mace. Anyways, yeah, this has pretty much been the goblin starting area. You know, a lot of work went into this, and I think generally speaking, it's very interesting the location they chose to stick the goblin starting area. It's actually in Stone Talon, and you really can't get to it. At least that I don't know, maybe someone has figured it out, but I'm pretty sure you can't even get to this area. Now, that's not the same for the High Elf starting area. The High Elf starting area you can get to. And there's still things they need to work on, though, when it comes to the goblins, because the goblins don't have a lot of hairstyle choices. You only have like one, bald, or you could have a ponytail, and that's about it. You don't have much in the way of choices, but this is where we needed to go. This is what we have to kill. See, that's why I remembered. I was like, I'm pretty sure we gotta like come back and kill something. Or dodge it. Did you drop anything? Ah, yeah. Hey, a wispy cloak. I'll take that. It's better armor. Heck yeah, look at that. We're rolling now. Okay, let me, well, I guess I could use my stone now. Let me use my stone. That would be better than walking all the way back. It'd save a little bit of time. Yay, I made it back. Let's see how we're doing. Oh, yeah, we're doing good. Let me pull that down. Bring this back up. So this has pretty much been the goblin starting area. Shadow on the plateau. Obviously, we're going to take the bell. Looking pretty good. We got the belt. 29. Well, hell, we didn't even have a belt. Alright. Coming together. Me, not that kind of orc. See, we get a magical dagger. +1 agility. 6.1. What's their damage on this? Oh, God. This would be so much nicer to have, but, you know, we're not going with that. So we got to travel out. Goodbye. We are leaving. We are officially done with the starting area. $9 silver is pretty good. And we get on this. Hopefully this is set correctly, because if not, well, this was, again, a really short. Haha. Sometimes the slow fall doesn't kick in correctly. But not on, I haven't really seen it on goblins, but there's another thing. I'm gonna go staff. I think would give the most. I'm kind of going by like what would give the most money. I guess I'll be the staff. And then we'll collect 5 chunks of boar meat. Sure, we can do that. We'll do that real quick. There's some boars we can kill out here. Even though we're back to worrying about them being higher level. I thought about whether or not I would actually like go and I was thinking about whether or not I would go and do like the orc / troll starting area, but I'm not going to. I'm just gonna, I figured because I'll end up doing a lot of skinning. So there's one. I figure while we're over here, let's go ahead and get the 5 boars real quick. I got some time yet anyways. I figured getting out of the starting area, there's only a couple of quests left, and they weren't going to take that long. But, yeah, that was the goblin starting area. Like I said, I think the high elf starting area is a bit more difficult with the dwarves. The dark iron dwarves, they can easily team up on you, and they'll make you pay, that's for sure. The goblin starting area, though, you know, for the most part, it was nice to go through. I think I still prefer the high elf starting area, but that just might be my alliance bias kicking in, to be honest. But I definitely, you know, I definitely think though that the high elf starting area is more difficult, particularly at the end, because really the only challenge you're gonna find in the goblin starting area is the environmentalists that I had kind of warned about. I was like, hey, we're gonna have a lot of fun with those, trust me. And with those environmentalists, all you have to do to get around them is to kind of just stand close by and let them come to you. That's what you're kind of watching me do, and that was really what kind of won it for us. Yes, I know you don't have a target, and that was really what was key for us on that. Mainly, I don't know if I did I haven't done this quest in a while, so I'm just like, well, let me get the 5 boars here, and then we'll run into Razor Hill, and that'll essentially make the video. But yeah, that's kind of my thing with. See, and then when you compare it to the Dark Iron Dwarves that you go up against in the High Elf starting area, I mean, more often than not, you end up having to team up with somebody to actually ensure that if you don't want to die, if you don't want your character to die, you end up having to team up with somebody and to finally do that last quest. So that's why I'm kind of like, yeah, nope. And see, with the goblins, you don't really have to team up. You can pretty much take it on. So we're basically, I did that quest real quick. We're gonna take him to somebody that cook in Razor Hill. Razor Hill's not that far off. It's just right over here. So we'll head up there. I got 11 silver. I don't think that I can get it here. I'm gonna have to go to Orgrimmar. I'm probably gonna go the walking route. They actually have teleporting in this game, but you have to spend like 5 silver, and well, we only have like 11 silver, so we're not exactly loaded with cash. So with that being said, I'll pretty much end up having to walk there. But yeah, I'm trying to think what we'll really focus on. I might end up just doing some because we're not really level 6 either. This might be a good time that I just kind of go around and skin a bunch of stuff. in my spare time, and then come back to doing some yeah, we want the meat. We don't need the mana. At least that's my opinion of it. I think that's what I'll do. I'm not really going to do a recording of me going around and skinning animals. I mean, there'll be quests that I kind of do with regards to that. But, for the most part... See, look, more magical items. We actually want the male item because we can get more money out of that. All these magical items that they're giving me. If you do this quest, the innkeeper, not the innkeeper, but if you do this quest, it gives you that teleport thing I was talking about. And it'll teleport you to Orgrimmar, but it costs 5 silver, and we don't really have that. Did I get anything I can actually use? Not really. Don't worry, we haven't found a wand yet, so nothing to... Okay, 78 copper, I'll take it. 45 copper. I think I'd rather use that. I'm going to save the rest of that. Well, do I want to save... I guess I'll save it for now. It's just the difference of 5 copper. But yeah, so that's kind of where we're at right now. We will probably venture doing I might do some quests or something, but kind of what I'll be doing next is going in and skinning. I don't know, with 12 silver, I've got enough to at least go get skinning, get leather working, and kind of start on that project. Because as I've said, I am gonna have a profession. I'm just not gonna make magical gear, and use magical weapons and stuff. But I am gonna make some of my gear if I can't find it as easily. Because what'll end up happening as we get higher up in level, a lot of what's going to be offered is just going to be magical stuff, and it does me no good if I can't. Armor piece wise, one of the toughest things to always fill is bracers. Always finding some good bracers. But as far as the rest of this goes, I'm not going to take any more of your time. We have officially made it out of the goblin starting area, so like I said, I'm going to keep even though I didn't really go that far into the high elf playthrough, those videos are still there if you want to check out and see what the high elf, some of the high elf quests are, and these have been the goblin quests. I did show them all. I didn't really do any off grinding, so it is doable even when you're on a permadeath account and you're limiting yourself on no magical items. It is possible to still finish the goblin starting area. But anyways, I hope everybody has a good day, and thanks again for watching